it's TCG here and welcome back to our TCG battle video on my channel. Today we're going to be playing with a deck that got 14 wins and 0 losses, undefeated in a 261 player tournament. We have here Palkia Noctowl, played by SupercellCambo, if I pronounce that correctly. So Palkia is here. Before it rotates, it's going to be going in with a full swing here, having Subspace Well at its disposal, 60 damage plus 20 more for every one of your benched Pokemon. And we do come back with, of course, the powerful Area Zero Underdepth, allowing us to have up to 8 bench Pokemon, which can boost the damage output of that attack quite reasonably. And we have Star Portal being able to accelerate 3 water energies instantly from the discard pile to our water type Pokemon in any way we like, allowing us to attack with Pokemon like Radiant Greninja as well. But before we dive deeper into this deck list, be sure to, of course, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. You're gonna get daily Pokemon TCG videos over here, and if you like the video at any given point, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out so much. And I always appreciate it. It's super effective on the channel, as the YouTube algorithm will really go crazy if you do that. And I'll be really grateful. So Palkia VSTAR, yeah, you can power up the Radiant Greninja. Also helps with concealed cards to draw cards. We have Fezandipiti if you get knocked out to draw cards. We have a Ditto with a transformation jutsu to actually get yourself any Pokemon you want. Only searchable to the beginning of the game through the means of a Buddy Poffin, or maybe you can go for a Nuzlocke to fetch it. The cool thing is that if you get this Ditto into the active position, you can search your deck for a basic Pokemon and switch it with the Ditto. On top of that, we have Fan Rotom, which is also very cool because it can search out the Ditto. So you can this Fan Rotom can actually search out something like Palkia if you want to. There is Hoothoot, there's Noctowl with the Jewel Seeker, getting any 2 trainers from the deck if there's a Terra Pokemon in play, and Terapagos is the Terra Pokemon of choice with the Unified Beat down, and with Glass Trumpet you can power it up, or with E-Switch you can give it to any Pokemon you want. We have a Vacuum to blow away all those annoying tool cards like Bravery Charms and stuff, and our main stadium of choice is Area Zero Underdepth, as mentioned, to get up to 8 benched Pokemon. So our bench is going to be filled up with a total amount of 8 bench Pokemon. We have the Torton, allowing us to transform out of nowhere, a Kieran for additional damage output, but also can work as a switch out. So lots of stuff here, also a regular switch and the Prime Catcher, so if you're up against Snorlax block, those can be triple switch outs for you. And we also come packed with a copy of Judge, a lot of Iono as well. So very cool things in this 60, to be honest. So we're going to be testing it out today and see if we can also be undefeated in today's video. As mentioned, there's also the sponsors that make the videos possible. Be sure to check it out. DragonShield.com. Sleeves, binders, and deck boxes with 5% off. So stock up for the new year, 2025. And yeah, get some new sleeves because you're definitely going to be needing them this year as well. TC Evolutions for your damage counters, ability tokens. You can get 10% off using that coupon, TCG. PokemonStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs if you want to buff your account, actually. I was going to say boost and buff at the same time. So you're going to be buffing up your account with TCG Live code cards with instant email delivery, 5% off as well using the coupon TCG. And there is cardmarket.com for European players where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. Use the referral name TCG to help support the channel. Okay, we go first and we start with our Ditto. Let's go. We can get any Pokemon we want with the Ditto. We start with it, that's perfect. So let's instantly go for Shadow Clone Jutsu. Pooh, I'm transform ourselves into another Pokemon. So and the Fan Rotom would also really help out to get our squad going. So looks like we're up against the Fezandipiti, means that we're not up against Snorlax block. That's always a very great thing. First of all, we're gonna go for the transformation start. Ditto transforms into Palkia, which is very great. Could also go for Radiant Greninja, I suppose, but we definitely will need a Palkia to get ourselves going. So let's get, also we could get a Terapagos, and with the Terapagos we can then search out all the rest. We already have Terapagos in hand, so Palkia is the best plan of action. So we have Palkia. We're going to be going for a Terapagos on the bench. We're going to be giving an energy to the Palkia as well. We're going to be going for that Fan Rotom, and I'm going to go for a Fan Call as well. And getting ourselves Hoothoot, and Hoothoot. Let's go. I might get Iono'd here, so that's why I'm just going for an army of Hoothoots. I think that's not a bad idea. Let's get them all here. Hoothoot. There they go. Hoothoot. Into Hoothoot. Into Hoothoot. And we end the turn. So an army of owls and Palkia already ready to go. We can go Palkia VSTAR into Judge and Noctowl combos. It's going to be crazy. Palkia, as mentioned, if the opponent maxes their bench as well, is 160. Oh, it looks like we're gonna be up against an Archaludon list. Archaludon recently became really popular as of the Japan tournament happening over in Osaka, the Osaka Champions League. So yeah, it's gonna be seeing more and more play as we continue, and people with, of course, a Bidoof format and item luck. Archaludon is a little bit less affected by all of that, so there's that. Let's see what's going on. Also, a really thing you should know is that we're getting prismatic evolutions this month, meaning that's going to be legal for upcoming tournaments, not for Birmingham in the UK, by the way, so that's unfortunate, but it's going to be legal for EOIC. And after EOIC, then there's going to only be rotation, I think at around the beginning of April, so we're just going to have to play with the V-Stars as long as we still can. So a bunch of Duraludon is coming to town. The cool thing is that we have 230 HP, so I don't even know what the opponent is going to be able to do with that. So there is Palkia right from the get-go. We have Area Zero Underdepth. Let's go. We can go for a Judge. They only have 2 cards in hand. Let's go for Noctowl first. We probably would... it could be nice to just get Mew in play as well. So something like... I would say Prime Catcher Mew plays, but then we still don't have Prime Catcher Earthen Vessel is an option, I suppose. Yeah, Mew is priced, so we could go Prime Catcher Hisuian Heavy Ball is an option, but if we don't draw an energy, that's gonna be really bad. So maybe just knocking out the regular Duraludon, but I don't love. Yeah, we could. I want to go 2-2-2, right? Just slapping a regular Duraludon also doesn't seem that bad. And I don't want to have low HP Pokemon on my bench. So maybe the best plan of action is just get an Earthen Vessel. And I could still get the Prime Catcher, I suppose. Let's get these. Oh, let's go. Okay, our damage output currently is 220. So we could technically go for the KO on this guy. I'm going to go Earthen Vessel. Maybe that play was not the best. Maybe we're just going to go Earthen Vessel. Just get out 2 water energies. Probably should have gone for the Nazball, but the timer really was kind of crazy. We could retreat, use Palkia VSTAR. I think the 90-90 on 2 targets on the Palkia, on the Duraludon would be a great option. So probably the best plan of action is just attaching and just going for a Judge. I know they have access to Fezandipiti, but I probably will need to use my Star Portal later down the line. So maybe a Hisuian Heavy Ball most likely would have been better, but this is fine. Judging time, we have Night Stretcher, we have Ultra Ball, all these cards we really don't need. So I'm just gonna slap damage. We can still get Prime Catcher later, it's fine. We have another army of Hootoots and Noctowls, so that's cool. Let's go. Okay, there's a Noctowl instantly. Okay. Most likely, if I had more time, the timer did not stall me out, I probably should have gone for a Hisuian Heavy Ball, getting out another Palkia, but the Palkia does have 220 HP, which makes it really awkward to attacks like that the Duraludon comes with. Let's see the discard pile, there are energies in there, 2 Archaludons as well. There could have been an option where we went after that Fezandipiti and they couldn't draw out of it, definitely in combination with a Judge. There's an Iono, okay. Fine. We can still tank a hit, slap that, but they're gonna go for Turo plays and all that. We have Switch, so that's cool. Switch and Prime Catcher is here. I probably might focus, I don't even know if they will have, it might have Night Stretcher, right? Then get the, yeah, there's Night Stretcher, Archaludon, power up Archaludon, go with that. There they go. They're gonna slap damage. I think the best plan of action now is using Hisuian Heavy Ball. There's always the possibility of going for the Unified Beatdown as well, so we can save this guy from getting knocked out. Then they have to go for Boss's Orders. Yeah, Area Zero Underdepth here. Lowering our damage output. We are currently at like 220, right? So if we get like, could we get to 300? That's 160, 220. We need 4 more Pokemon. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work with that plan in mind. You're just gonna have to slap it down. I know they could go for Turo plays. And the Turo plays are kind of annoying. Maybe the best plan of action is actually going after that solo Duraludon. It's actually not too bad of a plan. There's our own Fezandipiti. Okay. Probably gonna go for Noctowl. Let's go with that. Our hand actually is not the greatest. Maybe the best plan of action is going for... I want to prime catcher that fella real quick. We can still get it later. If we go for this play, and I will get out a second copy of the other one. Yeah, the prime catcher is also still in there, so that's great. Let's go with this. Enlarge our bench. Hisuian Heavy Ball. Get the Palkia. We could get the Mew as well. Mew could copy paste an attack from them, which we really don't want to be doing. So we have Palkia. We will go for an Ultra Ball, and that's gonna allow us to actually get... We could get Trumpet. If we actually get rid of this, that could be Trumpet and the other attack, but I don't know. Maybe a Noctowl play. No. Let's just go for this. Get the Noctowl. Another Noctowl. Let's go. Let's get ourselves a Research and Prime Catcher. But we can Iono later. So we go for switch here. Prime Catchering up. This one we can balls the Fezandipiti later. Let's go. Slapping down our own Fezandipiti. Going for a Research. Let's go. We even have E-Switch capabilities and attachment going onto Palkia. We can Trumpet and E-Switch later. And Ultra Ball. There is a Torton play which could allow us to go for some funky plays here. But for now, let's just knock out Duraludon. A lot of our Pokemon will have more HP. We're going to turn this one into another Palkia, and it's going to be ridiculous because they need to two-shot. I know they can heal time and time again, but we have a very huge hand. They've already burned down an Iono. They burned down 2 Jamming Towers. The Archaludon could slap 220. But at one point, I could use Radiant Greninja to attack both Archaludon and a Duraludon on the bench. And with E-Switch combos, we can actually do that twice. And look at that hand. We're gonna use, hopefully, an Iono. I could Iono later, I suppose, as well. They're gonna be taking some prizes. Another Jamming Tower. Alright, let's get rid of Noctowl. And let's get rid of Noctowl. That's an easy choice. Let's get them all in the discard pile. Nazball coming down. There is an instant Torton, but they most likely will go for a Turo after that. Definitely with a monster hand like this one. A Torton of their own, 11 cards in hand. That's a huge. I don't even know if they have access to more of these Duraludons. They are saving their Night Stretchers. There's also Dialga VSTAR, which most likely will not be able to get powered up here. In this 60, there is also, if we take a look at the exact 60, allows us to use Kieran. So Night Stretcher, if they fill up their bench, we can get there, but the Kieran is always already something I discarded. We don't have Palpat. The Kieran could have really helped out here. Slap that additional 30. Could have been a great way to deal with an Archaludon EX here. Note to self, save that card against this matchup. But it's totally fine, as they only have one Archaludon currently. I don't know if they want to slap down more Pokemon. Because if they slap down more Pokemon and if we go wide on the board, they actually can get knocked out. There's a Boss's Orders. Gonna go for the Fezandipiti already. Hyper Blower as well. I'm gonna give them a 1-prize Pokemon. Regular Duraludon. Could have given them the Noctowl as well if we want to. This is an interesting choice. Metal Defender not even getting the knockout here. They did burn 2 Bulbasaurs already, so we were gonna swing with this Palkia. There's a Cologne, which we don't need. Flipping the script. Palkia VSTAR already. We could technically... Maybe I should have gone with something else, but it's fine. Definitely because we still have all these manual attachments. I could go for Irida. I could Torton a Pokemon into play as well. Maybe we could Gust again. An Iono play is actually not too bad, but I really want to be going for 90-90 play. So stuff like this is actually pretty good. I could give him a swing, but they're definitely going to be going for Turo. Let's go for an Ultra Ball, get rid of cards we don't need anymore. Getting ourselves Greninja. Yeah, at this point, there's still Glass Trumpet, which could get energies aboard. Actually, on board. Going for Greninja. I will actually retreat, believe it or not. There's still E-Switch combos, so it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna retreat. I'll be going for this. I could save the E-Switch or E-Switch already to one of these. I'm gonna wait with my E-Switch. We're gonna be going for an Iono while we can. Yeah, an Iono while I can. There's currently in our discard pile enough energies, so we Iono. Them to a low hand size. We're not gonna knock anything out, and we're gonna do 90-90. There's even the Glass Trumpet, which is great. So we are gonna be going for Star Portal, allowing us to get 3 energies. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna be going for... We can still go for concealed cards, but let's see here. Glass Trumpet only gets 1. 1 is fine. Yeah, 1 is fine. Glass Trumpet on the Terapagos. And then we go for Moonlight Shuriken. Gonna save 1 energy, not gonna conceal cards here. We're gonna damage both of these. So now they're in a situation where a Turo does not work. Because if they attack here, we get 2 prizes, and we take down this one, and we take down that one. Currently in our discard pile, enough stuff, so we can just boss later. We're gonna be the person taking 2 prizes, and then the following turn taking 2 prizes as well. That's what it is. Note to self that Kieran could also work. Going for a Kieran play and knocking out an Archaludon instantly is also a great option. We did not knock anything out, so Fezandipiti doesn't do anything. Currently in their discard pile enough energies, so they have burned a lot. We cannot use... they have the research, unfortunately. That does mean they're not gonna boss. That means we can go with an additional attacker again, Terapagos, taking more prizes. Is it better to go for an E-Switch play with this guy? It could happen later. If they knock us out, yeah, Metal Defender, which is exactly what they're doing here. And I want them to knock us out once again. Yeah, I want them to knock us out once again because we just need Bulbasaurs to win the game. Could also attack with this guy, but it's gonna have to be a Palkia. Otherwise, we cannot hit enough damage. Our damage output currently 200, not enough quite yet. We're gonna be going for a good Nazball already, but I want to draw into the stadium, which we didn't have quite yet. There's the stadium. Area Zero Underdepth. I don't know if we actually need it currently. We will attach here. Palkia could just do the job, right? We're gonna see how many of these guys we have. 2 of the Hoothoot, so technically we could still Nazball get a Hoothoot on board. There's a Noctowl on board as well. Night Stretcher could do the job as well. Lots of Night Stretchers in here. Okay, we'll go with this. How many Jamming Towers in here? 2. I could wait, but slapping this one down. I could give an energy to this guy. Most likely I'm just gonna be attaching an energy here. Yeah. I could already slap Area Zero Underdepth, but they most likely still have more jamming towers. There could still be one prize, but I'm not gonna take the risk. Just gonna go for 220. If we get knocked out, we have Fezandipiti. The only thing we need is a nice stretcher boss. So the Greninja play was actually kind of good. Okay, we have Iono, we have boss, we established a Hoothoot. So Night Stretcher also means we have Earthen Vessel boss. Because Night Stretcher could go... Oh yeah, not Earthen Vessel, we can get another Stretcher and boss. So our main target is either that Duraludon that attacks us, which we can then attack against, or we attack the Fezandipiti. So this actually goes back and forth, as we could have saved Kieran for the big crazy knockout, but showcasing every aspect of the deck is also not too bad, as the deck got 14-0, so the deck has so many options. But the 90-90 play is what you need to do, otherwise the opponent just goes for Turo, and then things go down the drain. And as everything has an energy and we still come back with E-Switch, an option could be just E-Switch boss with the Noctowl. Night Stretcher is pretty much game. Triple Duraludon, Professor Turo, getting rid of the one and only Fezandipiti. They're gonna try and go for loops. We're gonna knock this one out, and then we are up and ready to go for Boss's Orders place. Yeah, we have the Boss's Orders already, so this does indicate... Yeah, this one is gonna be pretty tricky though. Gonna have to go for... We could Iono and attack. It's probably the best plan of action. Even though... Yeah, I'm just gonna be giving an energy over here, just to be safe. We're gonna save the Ultra Ball. We have the... They don't have too many cards in hand, right? 3 Duraludons there, 3 Night Stretchers gone as well. I don't want an Iono. They most likely will Iono, as they come back with not too many cards remaining. But as our fella is still in the deck, I could already Night Stretcher, get Noctowl thrown in. I don't want to be drawing into Area Zero Underdepth per se, but allows us to slap more damage. If we have a full bench, 160, go with that. I'm gonna slap everything down. Well, we can. There's also Torton plays. We have Night Stretcher, we have Ultra Ball. I don't want to Iono here. Maybe it's the best plan of action to Iono. If we get knocked out, we do get access to Fezandipiti, so I think maybe just going for Iono, even though I do have Boss's Orders, I think that's the best plan of action. Yeah, there's even a way where we're going to be able to reshuffle. They could still gust up this Fezandipiti and then we can no longer draw. We'll see. 260, slap. We had Boss in hand, but they most likely would have Iono'd regardless. Let's go. Mew, very great. Very great card to get from the prizes. They're gonna go with that Duraludon. Is that a great idea? It has 90 damage. Pokegear most likely would have been an Iono here. You cannot go for Iono and Boss. If you don't go for Iono here, we can go for Nazball Whiff, slap down Mew, draw more cards, go for Fez. It's not gonna be Iono or Boss. Torton? Do they still have enough stuff to last here? No, they do not. They didn't have what they needed. The Iono was on point. So we get that dub here. Very interesting. As mentioned, in this matchup, you can also try and go for Kieran. But I just blocked the road for like Turo looping. And without the Turo looping, we were able to go and finish this game. So yeah, we made it to Arceus League. Palkia Noctowl here, a deck that is undefeated. And I really love the Ditto inclusion, which really helps out with going for the Fan Rotom, which is able to find that. So I think I pretty much showcased everything in this deck. I showcased attacking with Greninja, showcasing Ditto, I showcased Fezandipiti power. Terapagos could have also been a threat, I suppose. I still have not showcased the Cologne combos with Greninja, so maybe that could be a way we can still show some more footage of a deck like this. So this was actually the first time I'm playing with this 60, so here we go. When this deck goes first, it is going to be unstoppable. If you start with Rotom, that is. Fan Rotom stitches it all together. Greninja here, not bad either. Area Zero Underdepth, very, very good. A Regidrago, we can instantly one-shot that. So what I'll be doing here, I'm gonna go Nuzball. I could Ditto myself in the active position. I'm gonna go Fan Rotom. We have a bunch of these, we have the Terapagos. Oh, what? Are all my Palkias priced? It seems that way. Gonna have to be a Terapagos play, I suppose. Yeah, we have Prime Catchers. Is the regular switch in here? Yeah, that's all I needed to know. Here we go, Fan Call. We get 3 colorless Pokemon. Let's go. Hoothoot. I'm not gonna get the Ditto. The Ditto would have been great to transform, but at this point, it needs to be in the active position. And we're not gonna get it there, so let's get these fellas out. Hoothoot, Nuzball, Terapagos. I have Ultra Ball in hand, which means we can get any card we want, and I already have Area Zero Underdepth. Very strong card. I don't know if I want to discard one, so most likely I will just get rid of this, and then we're gonna go for an Iono play next. Because I do plan on using a regular switch. We can still get it up with the trumpet play, by the way. So trumpet play is great. Energy enhance, not bad either. Just gonna end the turn here. What I'm gonna be doing here, Area Zero, attachment. Maybe we'll even go for concealed cards, as the trumpet could also get us more cards. The thing we want to go is Noctowl, switch, Prime Catch, or maybe like switch, E-switch, or Prime Catch. We also need Hisuian Heavy Ball ASAP, as our Palkia is unfortunately priced. Mew. It's not the worst hand in the world. It's also not the best, but there's an E-switch happening. Let's see what they come pack with, by the way. They can... Do they even have any? Yeah, there's an Iono. I did not slap down my Area Zero because I didn't want it to get discarded. There's Kieran for the switch. There's an energy. We just need to fill up our entire bench. Luckily, we do come back with Ultra Ball, which can get Noctowl. Interesting. They did slap down a second copy of the Regidrago. I wanted to see if our Hisuian Heavy Ball is in the deck. We only play a 2-2 line of Palkia. So this turn, there needs to be a Palkia on board. Fire energy there, so it doesn't matter if we get switch or Prime Catch. They just discard literally like all the cards they with the first attack. You don't see that very often. I don't need vacuum, so I'm actually just gonna go get some more stuff so we can draw. Maybe we can save an Ultra Ball here. Here comes the concealed cards. There's the Prime Catch already. So what I'll be doing here is we're gonna be attaching to the Terapagos. Let's go. Then we're gonna Prime Catch. I could save Prime Catch in that sense with Trumpet and all that, but we need to open up the board here. So currently we need more Pokemon. So the best plan of action to do that is going for... I need my Palkia as well. So Buddy Hisuian Heavy Ball and this one. Here we go with opening the bench. Hisuian Heavy Ball, getting Palkia. Like, look at all these Pokemon being priced. What is this? Going for Palkia. Going for a Prime Catcher. Like that. I'm getting myself in the active position. Damage output currently is 180, so we need 2 more benched Pokemon. So, the Kieran is actually really interesting. Really interesting. It allows us to slap easily damage, but if we have the Palkia, it should be quite easy to do so. So I don't think we will need Kieran. Yeah, let's get rid of these. At this point, we're slapping the 190, so one Pokemon should be enough. Maybe slapping down a Mew EX for more draw power. Seems great. More draw power, and then Faz for later. A Mew here. So 210. We could draw one. See if it's enough. It's a stretcher. It's gonna get an energy, but not enough quite yet. Judge, eek. We didn't find the Pokemon we wanted. I could have gone for Noctowl here, but we have Nuzball. So we're saved ridiculously. Nuzball. We have so many Nuzballs in this deck. Let's just get the Fezandipiti. And the Terapagos is gonna do it all by himself. With the unified beatdown of 240 damage. Let's go. First Regidrago removed from play. And we have the Palkia VSTAR and another Terapagos. If they knock out our Terapagos, our field will be trimmed down ridiculously. I don't know which Pokemon I'm going to be removing from play. Probably Fan Rotom, Noctowl, maybe Mew EX. I need the Fast for more draw power, so yeah, Mew EX. Maybe the Greninja here, as there's already 3 water energies in my discard pile. So I'm not gonna plan to like discard more or actually draw more with energy. So maybe getting rid of Greninja is not bad. So getting rid of Ninja, Noctowl, Fan Rotom. These are gonna be the Pokemon. Always think about this to speed up the process of yeah, gameplay footage. If you're like thinking about the fact like even this, you already know which Pokemon to discard. So Fan Rotom, Noctowl, Greninja. That's pretty much makes it way easier. And they're gonna bench more Pokemon eventually. They did have to burn a couple of E-switches, 2 of them. So it all depends on how good their Legacy Star activates, but they're gonna build up the bench. We have the Palkia VSTAR. I saved my stadiums. A lot of Pokemon will go see the discard pile, but we're gonna have to use stuff like the Night Stretchers, which is one of the main key pieces here. 3 Night Stretchers in this list. Squack. Oh, the Goodra play. But the Goodra could only work. Yeah, the Goodra only works if they can KO something. Otherwise, they just 2-shot and we 2-shot. Option to use a level 1 Executor could also work. Currently, only Goodra is the main option, unless they go for the Legacy Star. Okay, they get rid of a little Executor, so if they flip incorrectly, that's gonna be great. They can still go after Palkia, then we're gonna have to try and find Noctowl for the Torton, and then Torton into the V-Star play to just knock out Regidrago V-Star. And then the only thing we need is boss for game later. It was unfortunate that all my Palkias were prized. Had to go for Hisuian Heavy Ball, of all things. Teal dancing their way to more cards. Only 17, now 16 cards remaining in deck. There's gonna be the Legacy Star. Look at that. Oh, that's so powerful. Yo, all the E-Switch is gone. They need E-Switch, and what are they gonna get? Prime Catch? That's the last E-Switch of the bunch, by the way. So they're only attacking with 1 Regidrago V-Stars. Are they gonna be going Prime Catch and then going for the Goodra attack? Probably the best plan of action. If I had to take a guess, then they need to go for the Goodra play. Goodra play is a reduction of 80. A reduction of 80 is quite huge. If we have a full bench, maybe they go for knocking out Palkia, I don't know. Like they have 4 Pokemon on their bench. If we have a maximum damage output bench is 160 plus 80. No, plus 60 is 220. With their Pokemon is 300. Minus 80 is 220. No, we're never knocking out the Regidrago if they go for the Goodra play. Apex Dragon, what are they gonna do? Going for a little Executor play? That's the worst. That's the worst idea, to be honest. I would not go for that. Go for the Goodra play and you're good. If you're not going for the Goodra play, yeah, it's the Goodra play, but on the incorrect target. What did they save? The Prime Catcher. What good is that gonna do them? Here comes Palkia VSTAR. It's a Goodra play, alright. So this one survives for now. These are all cards we really don't need currently. I'm gonna go for the Iono. Jamming Tower, kind of annoying, but still fine. We have E-switch combos. This one also did not activate. Yeah. Night Scratch into Noctowl, Noctowl into... What can we do here? They can still sprinkle with Dragapult, by the way, to take 4 prizes at once. And that is quite scary indeed. Night Stretcher could get us Noctowl. And the Noctowl could get us more stuff, but yeah, this seems just... Slapping 70. Yeah, slapping 70 is fine. We can enlarge our bench later. Go for a full bench knockout. Their bench is also completely filled up. And I'm afraid of Dragapult attacks, to be honest. There's Kyurem and Haxorus. Sure, I don't see Dragapult EX in their discard pile. They have to take 6 prizes, so I would presume that Dragapult EX is prized, which is very great news. I could have gone for a Noctowl play, but I'm gonna wait with that. We have Night Stretchers, we have Fezandipiti, we have Palkia VSTAR's ability, so even if they go for a Goodra play, I calculated it perfectly, we could get to 220 if we just fill up our bench completely. Earthen Vessel. And if we knock out this Regidrago, it's good. It only is going to be good for them if they knock out the Terapagos with something else. Because all their E-switches are gone. Okay, the Dragapult is here. Okay, it's going to be a 4 prize turn, I suppose. Well, that is very scary, but they only have 6 cards left in deck. Let's see if their switch outs are here. They need to use Prime Catcher, right? Maybe they don't find Prime Catcher? 5 cards remaining. We did Iono them. For all of these cards have been used. The Regidrago V again. That's more Pokemon on the bench. Energy there. They're gonna Mew for 1 and try to find Prime Catcher, right? If they don't find Prime Catcher, it's done. That's the one draw with the restart. If it's not Prime Catcher now, we're in a good position. Because all their E-switches are gone. So even if they just manually attach this guy, they did do that to draw more with restart. It's not going to matter too much. We didn't knock anything out. Fest could also do nothing. So I think Prime Catcher's at the bottom of the deck. Which makes things really awkward because these Hoothoots have 70 HP. So what they're going to do is like... Okay, they have the Prime Catcher. Very bad news for us. 2 Super Rods gone. They're going to go after the Fez. Apex Dragon. We are not gonna get knocked out by that. They needed to go after the Mew here. What's going on here? Oh, it's Goodra play again. Yeah. That's doing nothing. Yeah. We're gonna be going for switch. Let's go. They could take like a 6 prize turn if they do that. So we need to take care of this guy ASAP. We're gonna have to go... There's enough energies in the discard pile to power us up. We need to go Night Stretcher. Need to get Noctowl on board. Need to get the Noctowl here. I know there's still a boss, but we can literally knock everything out currently if we just go for Professor's Research. And go for this as well. And then try to fill up the bench. We can also just go for another Ultra Ball. Or another Stretcher. And the other Ultra Ball could get us another Noctowl. And then we assure we have everything we need. Alright, Ultra Ball. Get rid of this, get rid of it. Don't want to get rid of the boss, but I have to. Let's get Noctowl. Let's get the Noctowl now. Go for the Noctowl. Go for the stadium. We have the Buddy Puffin to just fill up the bench completely. Let's go. Go with this. Go with this. These two guys, slapping them down. Then we go for a big old Professors. We could still E-switch, right? We don't want to attack with this guy. Restart. It's a Night Stretcher. That's cool. Night Stretcher. Go with this one. Slapping the bench full. Going for the Star Portal. 1, 2, 3. I could switch an energy across to some other Pokemon. Retreat time. 240. Let's go. E-switch, we have enough energies here, so what are they gonna do? Let's just get one to Fezandipiti, random snipes, who knows? Research on top of all of this. Look at all that. Let's go. Even with the Goodra. Not successful indeed. That was very strange. They need to definitely go after, like, I would say Mew and the Terapagos. Knock all of that out at the same time. And then go for Radiant Zard with Boss. That would have been the best play. But now they just drew their entire deck. And that's over. It is over. There's no win condition left for them. Everything has a retreat cost of 0 or 1. We have 1 energy. All the rest is trumpetable, if that makes any sense. They can all get trumpeted, and that's the game. Let's go. Another dub for this deck, but you really need to think. The Noctowls do take a little bit of time to get used to. Only works when Terapagos is in play, and you just need to outplay the opponent. That's pretty much what the deck is all about. Definitely, of course, if you're a fan of the channel, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in many ways. We're going to be making more and more content in 2025. 2024 was actually a very amazing year for the channel. We did really well in real life tournaments, very close to getting a world invite, I would say. And we also were able to gain, actually reach 100,000 subscribers. So all of you Zapdos TCG community members are incredible. Thanks for joining the journey, actually hopping into the journey together with me. I don't know how you currently are doing. Are you playing TCG Live? Are you playing TCG Pocket? Are you guys playing in real life events or not? Let me know down below in the comments. Let's see what everyone is currently up to in this new year. What are your goals? Do you want to get your first League Cup win? Do you want to get your first day 2 at a big event? Okay, we're up against Raging Bolt. I would say a favorable matchup. Depends on... Yeah, probably gonna have to go... Hoothoot, Noctowl? A bunch of Hoothoots and a Noctowl. Yeah, it's gonna be Ditto is prized, so we could slap down Palkia. Torton is also in the list, so that's actually kind of great. It depends on their if they can throw heads. We can also do it differently, I suppose. We can Ultra Ball, get rid of Kieran. No. It's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be just getting rid of these, and I'm gonna go for a big research play afterwards. Just getting out the Palkia. And then hope it doesn't go. They don't go for Pokemon Catcher. Pokemon Catcher hits is what's gonna be ruining this game plan. I could also wait with slapping down Palkia. I went for like a Terapagos instead. Maybe that would have been better. Definitely with situations like this, when the opponent has the best luck in the world. Yowza. Okay, not good. Pokemon Catcher heads. Can they get the first turn attack off with 4 energies, I might add? Please say no. Pokemon Catcher luck. Maybe I should have just gotten a Terapagos. Slap down the Terapagos. But even then, he has 290 HP. The Terapagos, even with a full bench, would have not gotten us there unless we've also gotten like a Lost Vacuum and all that. Would have been way too much to handle. But yeah, Raging Bolt. You love it when Pokemon players have Pokemon Catcher heads, right? They have all the cards in gold. Where's your alt art Raging Bolt, mate? A Sada already. Sada for 1. That means they need double Grass Energy, double Teal Mask. There is technically a way where they can whiff it. Yeah, they got a Pokegear. It's not gonna do anything for them. No Nazball, no Squack. Nope. Earthen Vessel. It's gonna be 210, mate. You did use Sada for 1, so you probably have Teal Mask and Grass Energy. And that's gonna be 210. If we survive that, you're gonna be down. A Bellowing Thunder? What? And they didn't even slap down their Ogerpon. Okay. Now our game plan is pretty clear. We need a full bench. And even then they're not gonna get there, right? That's gonna be very strange to deal with. 160 is our damage output. With 3 more, we're never getting this damage output. That's so annoying. Terapagos. We could spin the wheel. We have Night Stretchers. Let's go. Night Stretcher again. Palkia time. Palkia time. Noctowl. They have Pokegear in hand. It would be really funny to just judge them out of existence. And what else would we need? An Earthen Vessel? Just to get some energies across. I don't want to get the full one-shot, I suppose. There's a Research. Very great card, I know, but they would need Sala from a low hand size. I'm gonna attach here. You could still retreat it to a 1-prizer, I know. I know. Let's just judge. Do a low hand size and maybe... Yeah, there's even the Stadium as well. Stadium. Here. Could slap down another Hoothoot. We could retreat and wait. But they're not gonna slap down any Pokemon on the bench. Our max damage output is 240 with the Terapagos. If we slap down this... If we slap down this... We probably should have attached the Terapagos here. It could have slapped, but we still don't have Lost Vacuum either way. Huh. Another Terapagos. They don't have that many Pokestops, right? Can slap down a Noctowl. It's not enough, right? 200. We can only get to 220, which is the annoying part. We could retreat and go for a Radiant Greninja attack that forces them to... If they don't bench anything, it's sad. They could just Sada for 1. We could retreat and go for Snipe. I just hope they whiff Sada, right? That is my game plan. Slap 200. We can still finish off with Greninja later. Go for Greninja, put a 1-prizer up front, and then go for 2-2 later. It's fine. Depends on what they got from the judge. Pokestop is gone. No Teal Max in play. 2 Sada's gone. Judge and pray is what we're at right now. 1 energy. There we go. We judged them out of existence, and now the Pokemon Catcher is Tails. And now look where you add Raging Flop. There's an Iono. Ha! There we go. We've got them. We've got them where we want them. We're gonna go 2-2-2, and the game will be over. Cool. We did not even use our V-Star. We can Trumpet onto a Terapagos. It's going to be very, very powerful. Yeah, another Raging Bolt in play. We have Lost Vacuum by our side, or there's a Pokestop. We need to discard Noctowl, and I will also discard Fan Rotom. Let's leave all these Terapagoses where they're at. Because we're gonna go 2-2-2 regardless. Could have also finished them off with a Assault Landing and Lost Vacuum, but this one's going down. Could even switch over to a Palkia, which will make it more difficult. Okay, this is a switch card. Sure. Red Gyarados, you're going down, mate. Night Stretcher for the Noctowl. Opening and widening our bench once again. Another Ogerpon. And Pokestop. Discards everything. Balsasaurus, Greninja, Energy. Yeah, they're gonna retreat and they're gonna go for the Bellowing Thunder because they're gonna give us a fresh Raging Bolt. Alright. Look at all that. It's gonna have to be Night Stretcher for Noctowl. Let's go. We have so many Nuzballs. We can fill this bench up quite easy. Jewel Seeker. And we're gonna be going for the Stadium of Choice. We will also go for... We have triple Nuzball, right? Let's see what we can get. Yeah, we can get everything on board. It's fine. Maybe we should just get some more energies. How many energies do we have here? 2 of them left. Let's get these. Here we go. Slapping this down. We enlarge. Going for a Nuzball. We're gonna get Greninja on board. Our damage output becomes 240 already. Don't need to go overboard, I suppose, but I will get out. Yeah, they just concede. There's no way they can win anymore. The 2-2-2 prize race is ours. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of the undefeatable Palkia Noctowl deck. That's super great and is destroying literally everything in its path. So let me know how you feel about this Palkia Terapagos list. I personally feel it's very strong. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in many ways. Let me know in the comments as well what you personally would change about the list and where you test it out for yourself. Let me know down below. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day and I will see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG content. Peace!